Hi everyone, this is Elisa from Anaya's Toy Box Crochet, and I'm here to tell you what I've been up to. Thank you so much for coming. I do like showing off my makes, and I'm so glad you come to see them. You can find me on social media as Anaya's Toy Box. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Ravelry, and Etsy. So what have I been up to? I have the flu, or I had the flu. I was sick, and I haven't crocheted much while I was sick, and so I was going to film last weekend and it didn't happen. And then I got sick. So I haven't filmed in a while, and that's why, because I had the flu. But anyways, let me just show you real quick what I've been up to. One is I finished this top. Now, I used to have a stitch marker here, but I wore this top the day I was going to film. I got ready to film, and then it didn't happen. And then I ended up, taking off the stitch marker because I was kind of wearing it. But this is what the top looks like. It comes about up to my hip, a little lower than my hips. And this is using the Hobbii Black Friday yarn that is, I forgot what the material was. It was viscose. Viscose. So this is made out of viscose yarn, Hobbii Black Friday. I don't remember the numbers or anything like that because, I threw out the labels. But I made it all with this. I would have liked to have it a little longer, but I didn't think it was worth buying another. I wouldn't even have the same color because this is, limited edition yarn. And I ran out. I used all 10 balls in this of 50 grams, so 500 grams of yarn. And I didn't think it was worth buying. I was going to buy a Tribu that is of a similar color, but I didn't think it was worth buying just to have a little bit on the bottom. So I didn't. Now, all I did since you last saw it was like 2 rows maybe. I think this row and this row, the last row, because that's all I had enough yarn for. So I finished it off. It's done. I have worn it. I didn't take pictures though, but I have worn it, and this is it. The second thing I want to show you is the blanket. Now this one, hopefully, sorry, that's the blanket that's usually behind me. I don't know why it's there. Anyways, this is the blanket. I've been using my working yarn, which most people would call scrap yarns, to make it. It is a corner to corner join as you go, which is called the Crochet Memories blanket. And here it is. I finished it. I am not promising, but I will try to lay it down on my bed and take pictures of it before. Okay, I'm traveling today, so getting out all my lights and doing it is not very likely, but maybe when I come back I'll take a picture and put it into the next video. But this is it. It's finished. It is huge. It is not a twin size blanket. It is a throw, but it's huge. I don't mind. I like making baby blankets because the baby blankets stay manageable. Like, this is really big. This is only half of it, and it's big, and it gets hard at the end when you have so much, there, and you're attaching the yarn and doing whatever. But anyways, this is it. I think the last time I showed it to you, I was on this row. So I did these 3 rows. I finished them up. This is going to my son because he loves blankets, and he's been watching me make these as baby blankets and asking for his own. So I finally caved, and that's his. That's why it's so big. Oh, I wanted to show these 2 too. So these are doodles. Why do I call them doodles? Is because I just picked up my yarn and my hook, and I just started crocheting. And I had an idea of what I wanted to make, but I didn't stick to a pattern. I didn't write down anything. Well, I wrote down the legs for this and the arms because there's 2 of them. But beyond that, no, I didn't do any writing down, anything. I just made it. I don't really like this bear. It's okay. I think it would have been better if I put the face a little bit higher, maybe 1 row higher. And I don't know, there's just something about it that I just don't think it's as cute as it could have been. Like, am I going to redo it? No, because I don't remember what I did in the first place. But It's okay. But anyways, there's a bear. I used Huga yarn and an F hook. Anyways, since I was using 5-weight yarn, I decided to go up 2 sizes. Then I usually make it with a D hook or a 3.25 millimeters. I made this one with a 3.75 millimeter. But that's the bear. And then I made this monster. I made the monster all in one go. It is similar to another monster that I have made that I have a pattern on Ravelry for. I was going to make the horns, and then I thought, ooh, it would look cute with hair. And then I just didn't do it. Just didn't have the motivation to make the hair and figure it out. Because, you know, when I make the hair, I'd have to figure out, since there's no pattern for this, how much to do and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't want to do that, and I didn't. So at the end, I just put a face, put a mouth, and said, it's done. It's a monster. It doesn't have to be like anything. It could be however I want it to be. I did try to glue down these eyes. This one seems to have worked, but this one did not work. They're still thing, and I have glue marks on it now. But I tried. Again, this one seems to work for some reason. This one isn't. I don't know why. But that's my monster. Again, these are doodles. There's no patterns. I didn't write anything down. I just sat there and crocheted for both of these. So I finished those 2. All I have actually is finishes. I didn't start a new project yet, which is kind of weird for me. But that's probably because I'm traveling. I'll be going out of the city today. And, you know, I just haven't had a chance with packing and doing all those other stuff to start a new project. But this is my last one. This I used crochet thread. This is the virus shawl. I used crochet thread. It's an okay size. It's not huge. It's not my wingspan. It's almost my wingspan. I'm 5'4". So it's almost 5'4". A little less than that. But I used my crochet thread. Now my crochet thread is this Yama wool. I do not believe there's any wool in it, but I don't know for sure because this is the fiber content. I don't know anything about it. I think it's a cotton and acrylic blend. I don't think it's a wool because I'm allergic to wool and I'm not allergic to this. So I bought these. Okay, so when I decided I wanted to make an amigurumi out of crochet thread, I went to the store, which at that time I was buying exclusively from the Michaels that was close to my house, my local Michaels. And all they had were like creams and pinks, which to me, amigurumi is about color, not creams and pinks. So I was on Facebook groups and somebody mentioned this yarn to me, or this crochet thread to me. She got it off eBay. And she told me about it. So I'm like, ooh, look at all the colors. And I bought like one of each color. Almost like I bought one red, I bought 2 reds. But one red, one blue, one green, one yellow, one orange. I have since then given away some of it. I did make an amigurumi with it. Like this one is not, like in here is not a whole skein. This is not the full 50 grams of this number 10 crochet thread. I know this is number 10 crochet thread because I used it with yarn that says it's number 10 crochet thread. So with that Aunt Lydia's, I've used it with that. Now this I have made amigurumi with before. It's not, obviously not finished. Hello kids. Okay.
I'm staring at you menacingly.
Menacingly. Okay, so this is, I used some of this on an amigurumi. I don't remember which. I think it was the dress for a doll. These 2 are full skeins. So I used up these and I didn't have any other colors that I thought looked good with this yarn. And then I remembered this. This is yarn from Hobbii. It comes in a tube like this. And it is called Party Deluxe. Go Handmade Party Deluxe. And it's meant to be held with something else. But I didn't want to hold it with something else because I wanted it to be, things got dark. How do I fix that? Okay. I didn't want to hold it with something else. So it's got it's polyester yarn, and it's got these sequences. Can you see the sequences? It's got sequences on it. I absolutely hated working with this yarn. It hurt my fingers. It dyed my fingers. This is going to do some major bleeding when it's washed, which I don't know what to do about that. It dyed my finger. My finger turned red. And then when it was time to weave in the ends, whew, that was not a happy place for me. Luckily, it had no knots, so I only had to weave in 2. But yeah, I'm not going to buy this yarn again. But I used it, and it looks really pretty on this shawl. Again, this is a virus shawl. There are patterns for virus shawls everywhere. I have made it before, so I didn't necessarily look it out. I did think about doing the post-virus shawl, which is by Bagaudet, but then I felt like it was too many rows repeats. So this is like right now a 4-row repeat, and with the post I think it's another 3 or 4, so it's an 8-row repeat. And so that if I, like, say I ran out here and I didn't have enough to do like another 3 rows, I wouldn't be using up as much of this yarn. And I used up a lot of it. I have like balls this big left. But anyways, I did enjoy making it. I do have more crochet thread. Like I said, I have those. And then once I went to Hobby Lobby, when I found out about Hobby Lobby and I was out of town and they had one, and I bought some thread from there. I ordered some thread from Premier at one point. I have not used any of those, but I have them. And so I can make more shawls with the crochet threads. And, you know, I think this is really pretty. It's super lightweight. I mean, I usually make shawls with either 2 or 3 weight yarn, and this is really lightweight compared to even the 2 weight yarn. But I enjoyed making it, except for this part. Like, this part went so fast. You know, you think I'm using the number 10 crochet thread, it's going to take a while. It did take a while to grow, but it still went by fast because I enjoyed using it. But anyways, there's my shawl. Is that everything? Yes, that's everything. That's all I've been working on for this past little while. I finished this, and this, meaning weaving in the ends yesterday, and that's all I did was weave in ends, because this had a lot of ends. But my fridge is making a funny noise. But anyways, that's what I made. I am going to be traveling. I might put up some shorts about where I'm going. I might not. I'll decide. But I have pulled some yarn to take with me for when I'm on my downtime. But anyways, this is what I've been making, and I can't stop touching this. I love it. Not this part so much, but this part. I think it's an 80-20. But I don't know. It is an 80-20. I think it's 80% acrylic and 20% cotton. I could be wrong, because like I said, I can't. Where did I put the label? I don't know where I put the label, but I don't know. It doesn't say. I can't read that language. But I loved making it, and I do want to make another crochet thread. Like, I have some pinks I could use, but those are like Aunt Lydia's, not this Yama wool. Yama wool. Where's... Yeah, Yama wool. It's not this Yama wool. Those are Aunt Lydia's. I have some, and Artiste. So I can make something with those. I don't know what I'm going to make next. I'm going to be making something else next, but I will be making more with crochet thread. I do want to use, like, I haven't been buying yarn unless I needed it to finish a project, and maybe some filler yarns because, you know, I'm ordering it. But for the most part, I haven't been buying yarn. I have been using what I have, and it's kind of exciting to see. This sounds bad, but it's kind of exciting to see my stash going down, to see that, wow, I do really use my yarn. Because normally I would be buying and just filling up those spaces, and seeing those empty spaces and all that. it's nice. I do want to reclaim some of the space that my yarn is taking, and I'm having fun doing it. I do want to buy yarn though. I am getting the itch to buy yarn, so who knows? I might cave, I might not. I don't know. But anyways, this is my shawl. I have to show it again because I loved it. Anyways, I'll see you when I see you, which I don't know when that is. But I'll see you when I see you. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun crocheting. I'm going on vacation. It's in New York. We have a week off from school, and I'm taking advantage of that week, and we're going on vacation, and we're going today. So we'll see how things go. I still have to finish packing. I finished most of it. Like, there's just a little bit here and there that I need to put, but I still need to finish packing. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm not sure. I will edit this, but I might actually not upload it on the computer. Usually I upload it on the computer, do a description, then post it on YouTube. I might post it from my phone because I don't know if I'm going to have time to put it on my computer, do the description, and doing description on the phone is really difficult. So I'll probably just leave it without a description. But if you want to see the patterns, this is in my last video or in many videos. The crochet memories, you could find links in old videos, and the virus shawl you could find everywhere. And what else? The top that I showed, which is under the blanket, that's why I don't see it. This one, I did start off using a pattern. It is in my last video if you want to look at that pattern. It is not a size inclusive pattern, so I ended up adjusting it majorly, and the only thing that I'm really following is the way to make the stitches. Otherwise, it's all my own. That's my top. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great time crafting. Bye.